Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. Knight f3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the c4 pawn and helps control the e4 square. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. c5 fights for central control, attacks the d4 pawn and prepares to develop the queenside knight behind the c-pawn. c takes d5 captures black's central pawn. Takes back. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. You trade off equal material. This is an equal trade. You take back. The bishop moves forward into the game, solid choice in the opening. The only move and you found it. This move cuts off the check from the bishop, keeping your king safe. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Good recapture choice, bringing a new piece into the game. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. Connected rooks can be very useful. Textbook play so far? You've moved your piece to a powerful square. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Great! You've developed your last piece, completing your setup. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. Good job! That's what I would have played too. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. You are threatening to eventually win a pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. You captured back. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. You are threatening to win material through a tactic. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight. Nice job blocking the attack on your pawn. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This move opens up space for your king to evade threats along the back rank. That leaves a knight open to being captured. You won material by capturing a knight. The rook is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. You fight against the opposing rook for the open file. This is an equal trade. Recapturing. One of the best moves. You left your piece free to capture, a brilliant idea. This is the way to win a bishop. This move puts the queen on a safer square. You made a discovered check against the opponent's king. This evades the check from the bishop. You exchange pieces of equal value. Very precise. You are threatening to checkmate the king. This defends a rook that was under attack and had no defenders. Nice, definitely the right move. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. The closer your passed pawn to promotion, the stronger it is. A solid choice. You are forcing your opponent to create weakened backward pawns. This overlooks an opportunity to recapture a piece. Nice, you found a way to win a rook. This removes the attacking queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This defends the attacked rook. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. This is the way to win a rook. Recaptures. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. This defends the attacked pawn. You continue the checkmate attack. This steps away from the checking queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This is the strongest option. Congrats on your win.